welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be continuing off with the Nekroz Testhands. Today we're going to be focusing on doing second turns, so this will definitely be quite interesting because instead of the whole goal of actually going for Christia or yugioh to actually lock out our opponent just like we did in the first turn, this time we're actually going to be trying to, I guess, OTK the opponent in this particular sense. Of course, with that being said, we could still definitely do some plays that could actually just lock out our opponent even though it's the second turn, because for all we know, the opponent might not have anything on the board at all, or maybe we're just trying to clear out our opponent's board and that will be enough. However, with that being said, let's just get started. Alright, so 5 cards in the hand, wait, 6 cards actually, no, yeah, 6 cards in the hand, because we are going second in this particular game, so this is going to be quite different of course. As we can see here, we have definitely quite a variety of different options. We do have Ben 10, I am absolutely stunned by this particular card here, so let's just go for Bryonic. Discard it of course, and we don't have any spell cards, so easily we know exactly what we're going for here. We're going for Mirror. So in this case, we're going to look for Mirror, and let's just see if we can find it first. There we go. We're going to activate the Mirror, and we're going to trip it off the Ben 10. You might want to trip it off the Shrit as a first initial thought, because you could actually get out your Gungnir or maybe your Trishula from the deck. No, not Gungnir, but you can actually add Trishula. But yeah, you want to go for the Ben 10 instead. Actually, no, I couldn't add this, but what I could have done is Bryonic gets Clauseless first, and then Clauseless will search out your Mirror. So, as you can see, the heat is not really helping out here. It's still blazing hot right now, and yeah, I just can't wait until the summer actually ends here. It will definitely be a lot better. But either way, we could still go for the Mirror, trip it off the Ben 10, and then go for our summon of our Bryonic. With that being said, Ben 10 obviously allows us to then add our, let's see, Christia. You could also add the Manju if you actually want to. That is definitely quite the option available for you. So, I don't know, do you actually want to go for the Manju? I mean, it is definitely not too bad of a move. I could technically go for it, because we have instant fusion here as well, which makes it quite interesting. But maybe, I mean, thing is this, if you bring out Bryonic instantly, you're already going to be bouncing back 2 of your opponent's extra deck monsters, so that's definitely already going to be very nice here. But at the same time, we also have instant fusion, so I don't know. I mean, in this case, you could search out Manju, you could search out Christia. It is definitely opening you up with different options available here. The thing is this, can you actually summon out Christia? Or would you rather just go for the Manju in this case? And I'm thinking, you know what, I'm just going to go for Manju, and I'm also going to go for, well, we could normal summon out Manju as normal, and then we're going to search out the Chalice Lime and see how we go from there. So let me just look for Chalice Lime. Okay, so now we have Chalice Lime in the hand as well, which is great, but we do have an instant fusion, so we could activate the instant fusion. This will obviously allow us to go for our Millennium Eyes. You could have actually just done that from the very beginning, and from that your opponent's definitely not going to be able to do anything to negate your summons, because, well, at least for the monster effects that is, this card is going to work great against Dragoons, which would be amazing. So we're going to use Millennium Eyes, potentially take something. We'll link this away as well, allowing us to then go for an Anima, and then take another monster from our opponent as well, which is definitely going to be quite amazing. But of course, we could definitely still further extend all of our plays here. For example, you could actually just link these two, go for one of your Nightmares if you actually wanted to, or you could actually go for Chalice Lime's effect. So in this case, you want to discard something. In this case, you don't really need the Shrit anymore. I mean, you could keep it, that could be an option, but I think I'll just get rid of, or maybe not, maybe we'll actually get rid of this instead. Right, we'll get rid of Gungnir, and we'll use Chalice Lime. It's been revealed, so in this particular situation, I'm gonna keep the Gungnir. You know what, I'll discard the Shrit, and yeah, I'll discard the Shrit, and I'll go for my I think I'll go for the candle. Candle will then allow me to add my cycle to the hand. So we're just going to put away pencil plume, sorry. So we have here cycle, which is great of course, because now we actually have the option to bring back either one from the graveyard. So maybe we should actually go for the keep the shred in the hand and then discard the Gungnir instead, because that way we could actually activate cycle and then trip it off, well, one of our monsters from our hand or whatever. So we'll get rid of the Chalice Slime and then bring out the Gungnir, and that would be a lot better because technically we get to preserve the resource of Shred in the hand. And yeah, that's absolutely amazing. So in this case, you would have all of this, and Gungnir has this effect as well to discard a Nekroz card and then pop one of your opponent's monsters. So potentially you're taking 2 monsters, you're popping one of your opponent's monsters, and you're bouncing back potentially 2 of their monsters as well. I mean, that's just a really good all round. And keep in mind, you're not locked out of anything, so if you really wanted to, technically you also have Manju and Kandol as well. So you could actually just go for a Link 4, or rank 4, sorry. So either Utopia, either Tornado Dragon or Castel to bounce back more things, or to pop more cards, or to just go for big attacks. I mean, this is just really good. It's definitely an OTK if your opponent didn't stop it, because either way, even if your opponent were to actually stop one of them, they're not going to stop every single one of these plays. There is no way they could actually do that. So you are definitely either going to be dealing a lot of damage onto your opponent, or in this particular situation, you probably just won the game. Alright, 6 cards in the hand, definitely very different here. I don't like the fact that we drew into 2 Clausulus, so that kind of sucks, but we do have Chalice Slime, so we'll just discard one of the Clausulus anyway, and that'll be fine. Firstly, I see Brionic. We're going to discard Brionic and the Clausulus, and instantly, you know what we're going to go for. We're instantly just going to add our Unicorn. So we'll just look for Unicorn first, and we're also going to add our, where is it? Kaleidoscope. There we go. So now we have these 2. We could definitely make quite a few plays later on as well, so it's definitely fantastic. So in this case, it really does make you think, but since we have these 2 in the hand, I don't want to waste them right away, so we're just going to go for the Talismantra or Candle in this case. So you have to actually think, how do you want to combo off? Well, this is already a combo by itself, and Clausulus will be discarded with the Chalice Slime, and that will either go for Pencil Plume or the Bookstone from your deck to bring back one of these guys from the graveyard. So that's an option, but of course you also have Candle and Talismantra as well, which is absolutely amazing because both of them will be active since you have a ritual monster and a ritual spell to meet both requirements. So the thing is this, if you use the effect to special summon it out, then you won't get the second effect off. So you have to think carefully, which one do you want? Do you want Candle or do you want Talismantra? And I'm thinking I kind of actually want to have Candle's effect for the fact that we might be able to bring back Clausulus or Brionic in this case. So with that being said, I'm going to special summon out the Talismantra instead, reveal your ritual monster, and then special summon out a Candle from the deck. So what this means is we're going to look for Candle, our second copy that is, and we're simply just going to bring it out and allow us to search for a cycle. Right, so that's definitely very amazing right there. So right off this, we could now go for, very interesting. I mean, we could go for Chalice Slime as well, so I could go for Chalice Slime, discard the Clausulus, and this could, no actually, you know what, you could discard the Candle, you don't really need it anymore. Keep the Clausulus, you know, it's fine. Discard the Candle, and then special summon out any of your incantations from your deck. So in this case, you could either go for a Talismantra, which would be pointless anyway because it won't go off. You've already used Candle, so it's either Pencil Plume or Bookstone, and look, you can't really use one of them because you only have one of these 2 to bring back. I want to bring back the Brionic, so in this case, it's either Pencil Plume, which was monsters, yeah, I think it was Pencil Plume. So we bring up Pencil Plume, and this will allow us to add back our Brionic, which is absolutely amazing, of course. Now in this case, we are kind of more open to different options. So for example, we can now go for Kaleidoscope, summon out the Unicorn, and this will allow us to get rid of obviously our Arclight, and Arclight's effect will activate, allowing us to add either a ritual monster or ritual spell. In this case, see, we have Brionac here and we have Cycle over here, so I kind of think I want to go for a, where are you, Ben 10 over here. Right, so now we have Ben 10 in hand. We could activate the Cycle and get rid of Ben 10, get out your Brionac, and from that Ben 10 will allow us to search. So in this case, do you want to bring out Christia or do you want to bring out your Manju? I mean, honestly, you have quite a lot of options available, but just to really put your opponent out of commission, I think the best option is just to go for Christia, because the thing is this, Unicorn already negated everything. Brionac's gonna bounce back whatever they have. So either you get rid of these guys and go for a Link Summon or an Xyz play, which is pointless anyway because Unicorn will be negating your cards as well. You may as well just go for Christia and go for the full lock at this point. It's like, it's so good, right? So in this case, we're just gonna bring up Christia and we're gonna tribute off the cards here, go for Christia, and you just have an amazing field. I mean, that just looks really good right now. You know, you have Unicorn negating everything, Christia preventing them from special summoning, and now you have Brionac as well, which is going to bounce back 2 monsters, and you're just going for big attacks. So again, just really amazing. Wow, this kind of seems like a, no, it's not a brick. I mean, it's a very interesting hand. We have quite a few things are going here. I mean, one thing I will be quite happy about is the fact that this deck doesn't have any dead hands. Honestly, I've been playtesting this deck like crazy, a lot more just off camera as well, just to test things out, and this deck does not have any dead hands, I can guarantee you that. Just keep trying over and over and over again. Every single hand is playable. It's just really amazing, and this is one of the builds that I'm quite proud of myself actually doing, because yeah, I've never encountered such a situation where this deck was so consistent that every single opening hand was playable. So with that being said, we have Nibiru. You could definitely put a load onto your opponent, and yeah, it's great disruption. But at the same time, wow, we actually have 2 preparation of rides here. So we're just going to activate one of them right now. This will allow us to go for our Brionac. We're going to discard Brionac, allowing us to add Clausulus. So where are you? Clausulus is over here. We're going to discard Clausulus, allowing us to go for our, where are you? Where's our Kaleidoscope? Get our Kaleidoscope. We're going to activate Kaleidoscope, special summon out Unicorn. Potentially this could be on the board as well, so just think about that. If not, it's in the graveyard, you know, because your opponent might have negated it. But you're going to get rid of Arclight, obviously, and now Arclight allows you to search. So as you can see here, you have 2 mirror here as well. So right off the bat, what I'm actually going for, I'm actually going to go for, yeah, you guys guessed it, Trishula. Trishula is definitely going to be very fun. I do wish I had 2 copies of Trishula in this particular scenario, but hey, you know what, it's fine. It's still playable either way. So in this particular case, you know what you're going to do? You're just going to activate the mirror, and then you're just going to get rid of both Clausulus and Brionac because it's level 3 and 6. And instantly, you're just going to bring out Trishula, banishing a card from their hand, field, and graveyard. Absolutely amazing, and your opponent can't do anything. I mean, you have Unicorn out here, so you're just in a really good situation. Keep in mind, you have another mirror at the ready anyway. You have another mirror in the graveyard as well, so if your field is empty, on your next turn, you just banish it, add either Kaleidoscope or Cycle. Either way is fine. You also have preparation of rides to keep adding you more cards to just keep going. It's just really good, and look, you're attacking again for more. So I really love it. Everything's just really amazing. But I do hope you guys actually enjoyed these particular test hands. It is definitely quite fun. And you know, if there's another update to my Nekroz deck profile, then you guys would definitely be able to expect another test hand for this deck, because this is just incredibly fun. I love Nekroz so much now, and well, I've always loved Nekroz, but in this particular build, it's just really amazing, and I'm really happy with it. Honestly, I won't be making too many changes unless the ban list really gets me to do that. But with that being said, definitely drop a like if you enjoyed it, share this video, it really helps, comment down your thoughts, and also subscribe for more videos just like this. In the meantime, I hope you all have a fantastic day. I'll see you next time.